Is ganda tayo ngayon. Ah, nag-vlog ako. Um,
Mighty long dreams like
Hello, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to show you how I did a very classy and wearable smoky eye. A big shout out to my friend Steph because she's the one who requested this video, and I hope she's watching right now. And also I want to thank my other friend Jade because if it wasn't for her I won't be able to film my video here in my new studio. Welcome here. Because she helped me to buy a new ring light. That's the only thing I needed to film in my studio. And yes, I have a new background now, so there's no naughty little kids running around. But I'm still having trouble with the noises around, so just ignore it. So I'm just going to still use a voiceover. But I don't think there's a problem with that. I kind of get used to doing voiceover in my vlogs. I don't know. Yeah, but if you guys want to know how I did this look, please first follow me on my other social media accounts. I'm going to link it down below in the description box. Also, go check out my second channel. And yes, without further ado, let's get on to the video. As usual, I'm going to do my brows first before everything else. And I'm going to make it thicker and has a little bit of arch brow shape. Then I'm just going to conceal the excess hair on my brows. Also, just ignore the weird color or thing in the mirror I'm using. I accidentally dipped it on my um, hair dye. So yeah, it's got dirty because of it. I already moisturized my face, and please don't forget it if you're going to do your makeup. Always moisturize your face before everything else, even if you don't have primer. And then I'm just going to prime my face using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer, and I'm just going to focus it on the parts where I have larger pores and I tend to get oily throughout the day. Then I'm just going to color correct the darkness on my face using a concealer from AOA Studio. For foundation, I'm going to use two shades as usual. I'm going to mix 310 and 335, and it looks orange on camera because of my lighting, and I'm sorry about that. But if I use a natural light, it doesn't look too orange. I mean, it's orange, but not too orange. But it still matches my skin, nevertheless. And yes, I love the tan glowy look with the color of this foundation. I'm going to add a little bit of concealer on the high points of my face to act as an highlight. I normally don't do this because they tend to cake up throughout the day, but they look good when I took photos of myself because they tend to make my structure a little bit defined. And I'm just going to set everything with powder. I'm sorry I can't show you the powder I'm using because it got broken into little pieces and I'm still using it because I can't go buy new makeup since it's quarantine during this time. So yeah. And I'm just going to contour my nose. I'm sorry if the contour of my nose always look harsh on camera, but I swear in real life they don't look too harsh. To define my structure a little bit more, I'm going to add light powder on the high points of my face, like under my eyes, on my nose, and my chin. I'm also going to add contour under my cheekbones and to hide my double chin. Now it's time for the eyes, and the first step I'm going to do is to put a translucent color on my crease, and I'm going to use the light brown shade on my Color Studio palette, and it's not showing up because of the light. I swear if I use it on the natural light, they look darker, but on this light, they just look like my skin tone. But I'm liking the color when I build it up, so yeah, I'm going to do that. For the lid, I'm going to use the taupe brown shade, and I'm going to apply it on the outer half of my lid, and I'm going to blend it on my lash line. I know my brush looks cheap, but that's because I don't have expensive brushes, and I think in the end of the day they still do the job, so I don't think I need to buy expensive brushes, but let me know if I needed to. I'm going to diffuse the edges of that color a little bit because I think it looks harsh, and if you want a very blended color, you should have a pair of clean fluffy brush. But mine, I don't think I want it to look like super blended because I have hooded eyes, and I'm also going to take the darker brown shade with the purple undertone to it, and I'm going to do the same thing just like what I did with the taupe brown shade, and it's going to make it super smoky and darker on the lid. Finally, I'm going to use the bronzy shimmer shade, and I'm going to add it on the inner half of my lid, and I'm going to blend it with the brown shade. Finally, I'm going to use a black eyeshadow on the lower lash line of my eyes, and I'm not going to use eyeliner because I don't want to put anything on my waterline because I have an anxiety whenever I put something in there. So I'm just going to put it on the outer half of my lower lash line, and I'm going to blend it using a dome shaped brush, and I'm going to go back and forth between two brushes. And I'm going to do the black eyeshadow on the upper lash line of my eyes. This step is very important because I have brown eyes, and the black eyeshadow make it pop. And if you have blue eyes, I think this color will suit you the best. And I do suggest that you use a black eyeliner or an intense color black on your waterline. But since I don't like putting anything on my waterline, I'm not going to do it. Also, I have small eyes, and if I put eyeliner on my waterline, they tend to make it look even smaller. And I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply mascara.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish in one, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow.
Since my eyes are rounded, I'm going to use an eyelashes that will be the contrast of my eye shape, which is the fluttering lashes, because the eyeshadow tend to make it look even more rounded and closer together. Finally, I'm going to do my lips, and I'm going to use a darker nude shade as my lip liner, and I'm going to extend my cupid's bow, and then I'm going to fill it with a lighter nude shade on the center. I'm liking the color of my lips already, but I still want to add darker red shade as a lip tint. But I don't know, I like it. I like the way it moves on my lips. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of blush and also highlight on my cheekbones.